Well, hey YouTube. So we have a lot of interesting news to talk about regarding GameStop. This is for GameStop, guys. They've had some pretty bad news in recent memory, and today is no exception. There's actually a couple stories here I do want to talk about, so let's begin here. This is the first story here. Apparently, GameStop is going to increasingly focus more on the mobile phones and tablets instead of video games. I find this very interesting. I was very surprised to see this, but according to GameStop CEO Paul Raines, he's calling this GameStop 3.0. Currently, the company will close around 2% of its current retail stores, which that also sucks. That means your local neighborhood GameStop could be closing because 2% is pretty big, man. I mean, that's ridiculous how big that is. And also, they're going to stop selling so many games. They're going to start selling more phones. So, like, this is basically going to be an extension of your carriers, of your carriers platform, like a Verizon store, or not Best Buy, but actually it really could be a Best Buy because Best Buy sells phones too. So yeah, it could be more like a Verizon or an AT&T, or it could take more of a third party support type of like a Best Buy, Walmart, and now a GameStop. So this is really, really interesting. Apparently, GameStop will be opening Spring Mobile and Simply Mac stores instead. So, hey, this actually answers the question. Spring Mobile will cover AT&T brands, and Simply Mac will cover Apple products. So they will open over 200 stores in total and 20 Mac stores. So I find this very interesting. I don't know if this strategy is going to work out. There's already so many spots to buy phones, right? Your carriers, Verizon, AT&T, Sprint, and T-Mobile in the United States. Then you have Walmart, Target, Best Buy. These two places have already established some type of cell phone and Mac inventory. So I don't know how receptive consumers are going to be to another person in a very crowded space. I guess it's very profitable selling phones. I don't know, but it seems like I mean, to be honest with you, gaming for them back in the day, I mean, they had about 10 billion in revenue at the peak in 2007. I mean, that used to be very profitable, but because of streaming services like, like the Xbox Game Pass, even the PS4, Gold or whatever it is. And also you have like these other programs, for example, Nintendo. You can go on Amazon and buy Nintendo games 20% off with the pre-orders. I believe Xbox and PS4 and PC games are the same way. So if it's a discount from Amazon or just buying it online, it's definitely hurting into GameStop's profits. I understand why they want to change their strategy, especially after they announced their recent earnings. I do believe it was a loss. So yeah, there's also another GameStop story here. Let's move over here for one moment. This apparently has even more comments than the last one, which I'm surprising. But what we have here, guys, is GameStop is currently in talks for buyouts from various firms here. They don't specify which ones here. I mean, there's so many possibilities. Or Walmart could be taking it over potentially, or Best Buy. I could even see Amazon taking it over. I mean, Amazon would make this business profitable, right? I think Amazon could have a use for this, just like how they did that with Whole Foods. But at the same time, food is something people need to survive. Video games not only are not necessary to survive, or maybe for some people, but you don't have to buy them in person. Food is still something that really has to be bought in person, and it's something everybody needs to survive. So it's kind of a different thing, but maybe Amazon will buy it. But here are the information I was telling you guys before. So the stock has slid about 32% over the past 12 months. They're down to 1.42 billion. As I said before, they were about 10 billion, 9.4 billion about 10 years ago now. So that's very, very bad to see, guys. So overall, I want to hear your opinions on this stuff down below. But I mean, this is not good, man. GameStop has been something that's been in my neighborhood, that's been something I've been going to for years now. So it's going to be tragic to see it go. I do think GameStop failed to adjust to the times. I do think there's more they could have done. Maybe had a more of an online presence. The website is not well made. It's kind of slow. It's kind of looks like it's from 2007 as the top year for them. It really hadn't seen much innovation on the website, and I think the biggest issue besides online gaming, which was a problem back then, and the reason why it's a big issue now is because I think Amazon, if people want to buy physical games, you could just go to Amazon and buy it for them for 20% off and get it on the release date. You don't have to go to the crazy lines. Honestly, I think a lot of people think digital gaming is the biggest factor here. I think this 20% off from Amazon and day one shipping right to your house on release date, not having to wait on lines in the cold. I do actually think that could potentially be a bigger reason for this, you know. So overall, guys, yeah. And also, I think the Nintendo Switch also hurt them in the long run because Nintendo Switch, because it's a portable console, people do not want to have to own all these physical games. You have to bring them all with you. People like me who've been buying physical games for years have finally convinced us to just buy them digitally because then you can have all your games on the go. I have Odyssey, I have Breath of the Wild, Sonic Mania, Bayonetta 2. I have all these games on my device, which means I don't have to actually bring all these different cartridges with me. I have them all on my device. So yeah, that's the way I look at it, guys. So overall, if what can I tell you guys about down below? If you guys want to purchase the Xbox Game Pass right now, they're selling it for like $10. I think it's a pretty good deal. I actually do have it right now. I've been trying it out. I think it's pretty cool. So Amazon link will be down below on that. Make sure you guys subscribe and like for daily news and reviews, and put a notification bell as well. And check out pbosonline.com, my website. I got some cool stuff on there. So overall, yeah, really hope you guys enjoyed that video. And thank you and bye.